Making good music, you can feel the sunshine.
Always doing what it takes, always help me elevate. Try to keep me from the fake, keep me, got me from the gate. Sorry I was in the way, did the time I had to pay. Now we back to better things, swear you my everything, yeah. Always held me down, now I got you when I'm up. When I'm up. Queen in the castle built towers like tug. Like you tug. Always held me down, now I got you when I'm up. When I'm up. Queen of the castle built towers like tug.
Sunshine, 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 sunshine. Making groovy music, you can feel in the sunshine. Sunshine, 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 sunshine.
I take the low.
Making groovy music, you can feel in the sunshine.
To the highs, I take the lows. Us together, we about to touch them, yeah. You take the high, I take the lows. Us together, we about to touch them, yeah.
I'm a lit kid, man.
I know it ain't easy. Whoever said it would be easy. I know it ain't easy, but I know it's gonna be alright. Darkness cannot face me. I walk through the dark to shine as bright. Can't no hate dismay me. I walk in love, there ain't no fight. Can't no weapons face me. Nothing for will dim my light. I wake up in the zone, feeling so strong. Can never know me down, but I know what's going on. They see it as pain, I see it as life. Take the good with the bad, it'll be alright. No matter what they bring to dim my light. I know it ain't easy, what could come without a fight. Bad days don't defeat me. Although I know it ain't easy. The haters can hate, they don't defeat me. Yeah, mistreat yourself when you mistreat me. It'll be alright, alright. It'll be alright. I know it ain't easy, but I know it's gonna be alright. Darkness cannot face me. I walk through the dark to shine as bright. Can't no hate dismay me. I walk in love, there ain't no fight. Can't no weapons face me. Nothing for will dim my light. Let me hear it say, oh, right, oh, right, oh, right, oh, right. I know it ain't easy, but I know it's gonna be alright. Darkness cannot face me. I walk through the dark to shine as bright. Can't no hate dismay me. I walk in love, there ain't no fight. Can't no weapons face me. Nothing for will dim my light. I know it ain't easy. Whoever said it would be easy. Sunshine, 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 sunshine.
I take the low.
Making good music, you can feel the sunshine. Sunshine, 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 sunshine.
I take the low.
Making good music, you can feel the sunshine. Thanking our universe for giving me sons. 3 kings standing in the waiting one. Got my soldiers by my side if it's a war we won. We won, yeah. Oh yeah, son. So many things I've got to tell you, but I'm afraid I don't know how. Cause there's a possibility you look at me differently. From the moment I looked into your eyes, I just knew my life would be more than alright. Knew my days had purpose, nights had peace. I just knew my arms had peace. And I'm also thankful and me like my sunshine. Making groovy music, you can feel the sunshine.
M always available. Got me and my brothers whenever there's trouble. Dream team supreme, always taking W. We keep it decent, don't get split till it's skeletal. I know that this is love. My mom always got my back, never lets me slack. She rise, she rise, she rise. Never let me down. She rise, keep me motivated. She rise, always meditated. She rise, she rise.
Sunshine.
Yeah.
Making groovy music, you can feel my sunshine.
Sunshine.
Listen,
Yeah.
it's your girl StarChougie here to do what?
Shine a
a
light.
light on another dark ass situation,
Shine a light
man.
on them.
And that's what we do. We shine a light on them.
Yeah, though.
It feels so good to be back.
Yeah, man. We was like getting knowledge and information and affirmation.
Reloading, man. We had to reload,
Recharge.
recharge, reboost.
We did some healing of the people. We did some ecclesiastic work.
Yeah, no, for
we
real.
was in the streets with the healing.
Oh, yeah, we was out here doing, what do you call that? What do you
It's
call it?
called ecclesiastic. That's
I
what
forget
Jesus
the name,
called
but
it.
They call missionary work.
Missionary
There we
work.
go.
That's what the new niggas call it. They get paid for it. That
Yeah.
mean that's how you claim your taxes when you
Right.
put it under the missionary clause.
Okay, that way you don't have
You don't
to
gotta
pay
do
your
it for
taxes.
free. Ah, yeah, you see, we out here just doing shit.
Yeah, we doing shit. How was your week?
It was cool, man. It was very interesting, man. I had to do some hurdling. I could have did better, but at least I placed.
Nah, I mean, I want you to please stop saying that you could have did better because you really did what you were supposed to do. And that's what we really got to start understanding. Stop beating ourselves up so much, because when you beat yourself up on the outside, you're being beat up on the inside. That's going to keep reflecting back outside. So it's going to be like a bad cycle. You know what I'm saying?
Yeah, that's
So
real.
acknowledge the shit that you've done. Congratulate yourself for the shit that you've done. And put your chest out. Say that shit with your chest, bro. You did a good job this week. You'll
Okay.
do even better next week.
Yeah.
And that's where we at with it. My week was awesome too. My 1-year-old keep me busy. Like,
Move.
for those that don't know, I turned around after I got a 24-year-old, a 21-year-old, a 16-year-old, still year young. Sorry, and a
One time.
literally, who had to run from one time. But I'm not even gonna get into the people would never believe it. Yes. So yeah, it's been great though. I love interacting with him. He keep me on my toes, and these new babies are something else. They call them the pandemic babies or whatever, but they are definitely different. The way they bringing it, you could tell that they came here on a mission. So I'm just like watching it, and I'm impressed. I'm happy to be a part of it. Shit.
It's definitely a beautiful thing.
It is. So it's been a lot going on, man. A lot going on. So I'm going to say something that a lot of you might not like. But hey, that's what I do every Wednesday from 6 to 7. I'm here to pull you MFers out the dark. If you don't want to go, that's cool. But I at least came with the school bus. I pulled up so you can at least have a ride for those who want to. Those who don't, it's cool. So, Sister Talia, how you doing? So, there's been a lot going on in the news, right? So I would like for y'all to know this. Whatever you see on the news and on all the large media platforms, like the World Stars, I worked for World Star, okay? So I'm not just talking out my ass. But all the top line TMZs and all that shit, when y'all see all the celebrities pushing certain shit, don't believe it. I'm sorry. It was just the truth. I'm not sorry.
It's the facts, okay? It's just shit to make you emotional, okay? So what's going on now is this Tyree situation. And yeah, I'm about to say some shit. Like I said, y'all don't like it. Like y'all ain't like when I said the shit about George Floyd. This shit is a psyop. I'm going to tell you why. Go and pull up those police officers that allegedly beat this man to death. None of them are police officers for the Memphis City Police Department. And yeah, so a lot of things is to make you emotional, and then they make hella stories to make you believe it. So now the story is so juicy because not only did a black man beat a black man so they can show y'all more black on black crime and get y'all, you know, really out here fucking each other up, because that's all it do is push that negative narrative. All right, so not only did they say that, but they like, oh yeah, his girl used to work for FedEx, so the story builds up and it builds up and it becomes a juicy story, and people just like to hear it roll off their tongue.
It's like a whole movie.
It's a movement, and it's a movement in the wrong direction. Don't be fooled by the propaganda. Don't be fooled by all these stories that they tell y'all to emotionally attach y'all to some bullshit. Okay, that have you sharing it. Next thing you know, well, we can't do nothing as the black people, because I'm gonna tell you what the end goal is. It's to defund the fucking police, period. They don't care about you just thinking that it's white men beating up on black men. They want you just to hate the police, period. Now, I don't fuck with the police myself, but if something happens, who will I call? You know what I'm saying? I'm gonna call them. If it gets too crazy, I'm gonna have to call them, you know. But they want to defund them so they can roll in these artificial intelligent robot cops. If you don't believe me, just go and look, pull up Los Angeles. Yes, pull up Los Angeles robot cops. They're already working in LA. So the whole point is to get y'all to hate the police enough that y'all turn against them, and that they have to declare martial law and roll out these robots that has no emotional attachment to humans. The police damn near don't have none.
No conscience or common sense.
Yes. What? Cuz will be like, here.
She said she was about to shine some light on them.
Listen.
They got the robot cops in LA. They
cops.
got the robots in the supermarket going up and down the aisle.
Exactly. You got the robots that when you check out, it's going to be robots everywhere. And that's the point. To replace all human beings that actually has a connection to source, to the planet, that can actually feel love and feel emotion. Get them the fuck out of here, because they in our way right now. Okay? We going to roll in something that don't care about nobody. When we type in, shoot them up or blow it up or whatever, it's just going to follow the command. You know? So, yeah, what you Dub, can I get you in on this conversation, Dub?
It's a deep jump.
Yeah.
Well, they show movies like Total Recall, and they always show movies when the man make the machine, then the machine start taking over and things of that nature. So, I don't think it's nothing new. It's just what it always was and what it always is. I say from my grandparents' experience, they came from down south and they came up here for like the factories and things of that nature.
Right.
But once they start getting more advanced with technology and they start moving them type of laborers overseas and things of that nature, that fucked up their jobs and displaced a lot of people out their homes and things of that nature. So, even when you go to McDonald's and things like that, they got the kiosks.
Yeah. That's what they doing now.
Even
when you pull up in the drive-thru, is the robots now pulling getting your body parts, because y'all know McDonald's sell body parts. But yeah, y'all, they got McDonald's going on here, got the robots mixing up y'all body parts for y'all body part burgers.
Shit, a robot and giant food was following me.
Don't you hate that shit?
And then when I left that one, I dodged him because it started feeling like the cops. So I always run from them.
Me too.
It's not a game.
Me too.
This other one pulled the fuck up. I thought it was the same one. I just thought he was slick.
They had two of them.
There was two of them in there.
Which one you was at?
I was at the one on no, I was in Marcus, like 23rd and Market.
Yo, they out of
I
pocket.
say he thought the nigga was slick, but it was so he thought like, damn, I thought I hit the roof. I was some shit.
It's
Yo.
clever right there. It's two of them.
No, that shit is crazy. I'm telling you, they follow you down and they got scanners on them. They are literally scanning people. It's one in Elkins Park, Giant. It literally will follow you and it'll look you did. It got fake googly eyes on it, eyes bigger than mine and shit. And the shit just sits there and is looking at you. So to get you to look at the eyes, but right above the eyes is a laser. So when you go to look at those googly eyes, look at the googly eyes. Right over top of it is a laser scanning your ass. You know?
Oh, shit. You subject number 333654.
Yeah, 89.
You fucked up now.
So what do you think about this whole Tyree situation?
You want to know something crazy? Man, I stopped looking at all that shit.
I feel you.
I don't even give a fuck what happened to him.
Oh damn! But guess what? If that really happened to him, I probably feel a little sad that you said that, but it didn't. And that's what's getting me because they using crisis actors that's not even good fucking crisis actors. They do this sit there and act like they did this shit. You know what I'm saying? And they get people. My thing is the people that's playing along with this know that it's bullshit. You know, and they playing along with it. So they already done. They already signed they soul over. They said we'll do anything for a check.
And I knew it was bullshit when they said the 5 black cops got charged faster than any other cop, man.
You see, I'm saying they can racially profile and say, see, if they was white cops, y'all wouldn't have did that.
Yeah,
Stop falling for the okie doke.
That's the only why I don't be paying attention to nothing like mainstream, because all it do is make people argue and worry about that more than their own life and problems. Like it seemed like all right, ain't your grandma like in a home that you need to see? Fuck is you talking about all this thing you can't do nothing about? So that would be my whole thing. Like I just look at it as like entertainment.
Yeah.
Like, you know what I mean? Just diversions.
Our people want to believe that shit so bad, just like they want to believe that we all came slaves from fucking Africa. But guess what? If you want your ancestors that had been the slaves that came over and got whipped and picked cotton, y'all go ahead and have them. Mine's didn't.
Yeah, you from uptown. Y'all
yeah, mine's been here. Okay, mine's been here. This wasn't even America. Everything was just Planet Kai. They came, the conquistors, the conquistadors came and separated everything and gave everybody a name because it's called divide and conquer. Okay? So if you, period.
New World Order.
Allegedly. You know? So
they working on it.
They working, but it's going to fail. It's failing. The banks is crumbling. The banks is robbing the shit out of people. All I keep hearing is my bank took $800 out my account. My bank took $1,300 out my account. Oh yeah, they robbing the shit out of people. And then when you go to deny it, dispute it, they say, "Oh no, this was yours." Okay, so the banks is folding. The big companies is folding. The CEOs is stepping down. Pay attention to what's going on around you. I'm happy to see this shit crumble. I feel like the mood members, we don't need no water, let that motherfucker burn.
Yeah.
You know? So where we at now is where you have to use your common sense, not just common sense, you got to use your intuition. Yeah. And some of us don't have it because it's so buried under the trauma, the family trauma, the you know, just the watching the news trauma. It's trauma at every fucking corner.
That's why you can't like pay none of that shit mind. It's like it's just to control your energy source. Like even those things, you know, that's the antenna, you know, all that got a certain frequency, a certain vibration that you could tap into. It's like when you watch that scary movie before you go to sleep. Fuck around, be fighting, motherfuckers be trying to kill you and shit. You jumping, flying, doing all this crazy ass shit. You know what I mean? Because that frequency just locking in your brain.
Yeah.
Plus, I don't see why people like to attach themselves to other motherfuckers' problems anyway. Like you can wake up with your own problem. Why you want to attach yourself to how
so
many
they don't gotta deal with it?
It's a drug. It's an escape.
It don't make sense.
It's like you want to know something more fucked up than what I'm doing that's fucked up. That I ain't gotta act like that's fucked up.
They don't want to deal with their own shit.
Yeah.
So it's better for everybody to repost, and then people are such, oh God, I just wish motherfuckers would have their own mind because they just do what everybody else do. Y'all fell for that Black Lives Matter bullshit. That shit ain't for us. That movement wasn't for us. It was made by George Soros, a white fucking man.
You know what? Without them, who will we be?
Yeah, well, they helped to push us to the, they helped to push us to the forefront. You know that, right?
Yeah.
That's why I'm not mad at anybody. Whatever place you are in life, in your journey, I don't judge you for that. It's cool. But I just want people to start having critical thinking. Start just thinking, do that make sense? Stop listening to whatever story sound good and what everybody's doing on social media now because they reposted it. Now you repost it.
No, that's that bullshit. Niggas ain't got no friends. It's, they don't love themselves. They just on some trendy. It's like the camaraderie of dick eating and then just going with the Joneses and the masses. It's the camaraderie. It's a time to fit in. Like, could you imagine if you never fit in? Nobody give a fuck about your opinion. Every time you talk, you treat it like a fucking weirdo. And then there's a reason in the conversation for everybody to talk to you and shit. You might could talk to the baddest chick you ever wanted to with this dumbass conversation. Like, it's like, it's a tool. Like, that's all I see it as. Yeah,
it's just sad, though, because everybody want to be attached. Like Dub said, they want to be attached to this bullshit so bad. A family member of mine, I won't even say who she was, but she wanted to just be a slave so fucking bad. I said, fuck it.
Like a real one?
No, like she kept on saying, no, it's videos to prove that we were slaves. You don't see one motherfucking picture. I'm trying to keep on saying
as everybody.
You don't see one picture besides cartoon pictures of slaves.
No, it's been slaves.
But you do see, listen, you can want to be a slave if you want to.
I don't want to be no fucking slave.
However,
I like to be a free man.
What I'm saying is there was indentured servants. I'm not saying that we never did work. This is slavery right now. Going to work and punching the clock. Y'all motherfuckers
it's slaves, period. I ain't saying it's a black
This
thing.
is what happened then. It's nothing different.
Culturally, the world has slaves. It's still real slaves, child slaves.
Yeah, sex slaves and shit. However, if you pull up, my point was, you can't find any black slaves on a ship of a regular picture of them. You only see drawn up cartoon ass pictures. But you know who you do see on slave ships being brought over here by the drones? White people.
Yeah, Irish people.
Yes. Okay. So y'all gotta start really paying attention. Like, where's these ships that these so-called slaves is on? Why can't we? Don't nobody. If somebody got the oldest person in their family, ask them. And I'm not talking about somebody who gonna cap you. Was you ever a slave? Do you ever remember being a slave? And I don't mean an indentured servant who worked for money.
That's gonna be hard in this.
I'm talking about a slave where you got whipped to pick the cotton.
No, I'm saying it's this time. They gonna have to be like a bean 22 out this bitch.
It's 122. People got people.
No, it's somebody out this motherfucker. Especially down the south and shit like that. My grandma,
it's some on TikTok.
My grandma was she just passed away like last year, like 98.
Yeah, it's some old ass people on TikTok.
Just my great grandma.
Old people on TikTok.
She damn near was a bean. You talking about that grandma? What's her name?
The old grandma.
Nanny Boo Boo. She be talking
that shit. No. I'm talking about this old lady who's still in the field, like pulling.
Oh, she's still working.
Yeah.
It's hers. It's hers.
It's her and her family's. Just go on TikTok and type in oldest ladies or something. Y'all know how to do it. But I mean, slavery did happen, but what they not saying, it was a lot of black slave owners,
and
melanated slave owners, huh?
Yeah, exactly.
Because we actually started this shit. We was the first ones here.
So you know what that lead me to? That I want to figure out, like, this whole, like, something must have really happened with this whole racism thing, because, like,
yes, they created it.
They basically just came here on boats and just snapped the fuck out.
They was the slaves. They was created to be. They was created to snap out. They was created to be our oppressor.
Here,
our oppressor.
Took our shit, beat us the fuck, gladiator, Viking shit.
Yeah.
You wanna know some fucked up shit?
What?
It started in Philadelphia.
Everything started here.
SP, baby.
So
SP, baby.
This is what I keep trying to tell you.
The capital of this shit.
This used to be the capital. If y'all don't know, once again, Don't listen to us. Just go do your own fucking research.
No, that shit all downtown.
If you want to know where the Illuminati and the Boule
started right here.
Started right here.
In Philadelphia.
All you gotta do is read it.
Because Philadelphia is the real Kemet. Yeah. All right. We got the 45th parallel right here. Some of y'all don't have it. I'm sorry. The 38th to the 45th. Right here.
Levels to that shit. Ley lines.
Y'all don't know the energetic portals and all that stuff that goes through the ley lines. We are frequency. We are energetic beings. We are energy in motion. That's why we so emotional, and they fuck with us through our emotions. The news.
Why you think everybody trying to move here? Why you think we don't have
earthquakes?
That's why they moving us
none
out.
of that shit.
They trying to make it.
This is the land of the milk and honey right here.
It's for us to wipe each other out, and they to move in with better houses.
Yes, and that you see all the gentrification that's going on.
That's all it's about.
And that's why I keep telling
you know where that shit started there, right?
What?
In South Philly.
French.
No, come on, let me tell you what happened. No, because it's real. It made me sad, though.
I say Germantown.
No, Rosa Parks' house.
Yeah, exactly.
The cobblestone.
Big ass Rosa.
Yeah.
Rosa Parks was not real.
Yeah, back to that one.
But anyway, keep going.
So what I noticed about the housing, right? Now, in South Philly, there's a lot of people in any part of Philly, not to put it out there. I'm just saying from my experience. Because some young lady, she was 5 years old, and she had killed when people were shooting. You know how people shoot and they go through the windows and stuff like people's houses. So what I noticed when they was building their houses next to our houses, their window, it started like way the fuck up there. So when people shoot, that shit, it only hit like that. I said, oh, so they could have just been making houses and shit. Well, his shit was like, their shit is like a fort. And then they looking down on you in a watchtower. So you done lived on this block all your life. And then it's like these motherfuckers looking down, got shades on their beach chair and shit. Like, it's just like, that shit feel crazy. Like,
well, you know they got the mob ties down there, and that's all spiritual shit. Yo, that's so y'all don't even know how heavy that Freemasonry is and all that shit that's tied in. Listen, I'm not talking about the ones that's on the bottom of the totem pole. I'm not talking about, the dudes that just do it for the jackets and the free Sixers tickets. I'm talking about the ones that's up the Jacob's ladder. That ladder represents the Kundalini. Come on, Dub. You know what I'm saying? Not the Kundalini energy, but what goes up, it represents the chakras. Okay? That ladder that you climb up in Freemasonry represents the chakras.
The levels.
Okay? And 33 is
the chambers.
Yeah, listen. Y'all gotta start checking in the shit and stop doing shit just because it's cute and it come with a jacket and perks. Literally. The Fetty Wops. Y'all out here Fetty Wopping. Okay? that went over everybody.
No, I got it. You know what I mean?
Y'all out here
you gotta start your own gang, you know what I mean?
Seriously.
That's all. Get power. It just everybody wanna be
some friends.
Yeah.
Everybody just want like power and wanna belong. Everybody just wanna be part of a winning team. Like that's how, as I got older, that's how I looked at it. When I looked at certain people and their personality and who would they be by themselves and what they might not be outgoing or they might not be natural hustlers. People probably took care of them, so they need that network to be connected or they ain't gonna be able to survive.
Right. So, if you got to start going with them because you don't even know your purpose. Yeah, half the people here don't even know that there is a purpose of them being here.
Crash dummies.
Half them niggas end up with gout, all kinds of stupid dumbass.
Damn, that's
bro, my grandparents passed away from that shit.
They
bro.
passed away from the gout?
Then you might as well say that shit real. No, that shit real, man. Real. You see that shit hit me like, oh, man, nigga.
It was like that.
Like the sugar. Oh, yeah, the sugar.
I know the sugar
and the motherfucking, and the salt and the blood
pressure. That joint.
They give you the gout.
He was always hurt. That shit
listen,
be crazy.
I'm gonna tell y'all right now.
The sugar and the pressure give you the gout.
I got something for the pressure. I got herbs for the pressure. I got herbs for the diabetes and all that. But I'm about to make some herbs for the gout. But what y'all do need to hit me up on the Herbal Essential store because we definitely got the herbs for all these flus and shit that y'all been having lately. And we get rid of that shit 24 to 48 hours. You're feeling brand new.
Brand new.
You know, and we also got parasite cleanse because a lot of us dealing with parasites and don't understand why we so depressed, got anxiety.
Yeah, the definitely
I got
in the
a crazy
food.
parasite story. This lady had motherfucking diabetes, and when they cut her fucking leg off, the parasites was coming out of her.
Ugh.
So I said, that's what was fucking her leg
Yeah.
up with the diabetes,
Yeah,
right?
that's what was
The
doing it.
parasites. But you niggas know that already, and y'all know how to get rid of parasites, but y'all just rather cut her fucking leg off.
Yeah. Yeah, because she
Get that
literally.
bread, that surgery, bro. You know how much they get for a cutting leg, nigga? Then
then
how much
they-
they can make to make a fake leg, nigga?
And then how much
and then
they can
teach
get
you how
for
to
that
walk
leg.
on that fake leg, nigga.
And how much they can make for that thick leg that they sent over to McDonald's.
Like that shit just flipping like
Yeah.
They
50
flipping it.
leg. They just
Yeah.
stepped all on that fucking leg.
That's alpaca.
God damn.
That's alpaca
They-
leg right
They
there.
flipped the shit out
Last
that
time I was
leg.
sick,
Gotta
it
put
was
your leg up for
08,
this
I was
one.
booked.
You gotta get your leg.
08. Last time I was sick, I was
Yeah.
booked. That's it. After that, it was all nothing.
Right. Well, you eat right and shit like that, you know. Like everybody gets on my nerves with, why is it fat ass vegans? Because they eating starch, dummy.
Like
stop.
like an eight plant, so like a motherfucking elephant.
Yeah, they eating, you know, they eating a lot of rice, a lot of potatoes. I'm niggas. I eat potatoes.
Yeah, the picture something there like, nigga, you ain't vegan, man. Nigga, I'm vegan. Like, you want rib? You want some ribs? You saw it.
Right.
Get that dick out, no goddamn ribs.
That's what they say. They be
Tell
like,
me
come
that.
on, Shujay.
Yeah.
You know you fuck. And I'm like, I'm a pescatarian.
Apples.
Nah, you be eating meat. Get the fuck out of here.
You
You
know,
know.
shit on fucking apples and carrots.
But that's why, you know, it's
Yeah.
the slutty vegans, it's the trashy vegans. They eat all the trash. They still eating candy. They still eating. They feel like just because they're not eating what you would call meat.
Animals.
But guess what? I am like trying to get off of this fish shit. Because for real, that's still flesh. And I would never, anything that I can't eat without adding fire to it is not something that my body should be ingesting, period.
Sushi.
Which ill.
Yeah, people eat raw fish. You can eat raw fish, think like a couple times a month.
That's
Huh?
nasty.
I mean, that's
Well, it's omega-3s in it, but my thing is, it's still flesh. It's
It
flesh.
is. Flesh
So,
of my flesh.
spiritually,
blood of my blood.
I don't want to eat because guess what? Y'all don't know. We got mermaids and shit. Yeah, I believe in mermaids, and y'all will too very soon. Okay, like fuck it. But it's when the mermaids and shit come and looking you in your face like
It's like I want to believe in the mermaid. I just
Nymphs.
want to see if
nymphs,
it's like
nymphs. Yeah.
evil or not. Like why is there always some
Yeah.
chanting evil ass shit?
I
with
believe
that?
there's some dark shit going on because
Or they just hating and lying because they want you to be scared when you see one, so they won't get no gain from them.
I believe some of
They
them might
probably
be
put you
evil,
on the
some of them
bed.
might be good. I don't think it's going to be 100% good or
I'm like,
bad.
yo, go to the
Nothing's-
bottom of the ocean and all that bread that's sunk down there. Yeah, get that shit for me, bitch. I got you. You don't need that shit down there under the sea.
Go give me some vibranium.
Yo,
Yeah, that's
yo, Ariel, go get some,
Yeah,
go get some
Ariel.
lithium. I need all that shit that fell from the Titanic. Like, yeah, run that shit.
Yeah, so you know, I basically just wanted to let y'all know that you know it's a lot of psyops going on. Every story that you see on the news and shit, just know that shit is false as fuck. You know what I mean? Sometimes it's real, but it's probably 25% of the time. You know what I mean? That the shit is legit. You know what I mean? They got our own people capping and acting on the news.
You want to know, one day I was at work and I was at this big ass board meeting and shit, right?
Mm-hmm.
They always trying me like, why you all quiet and shit right there? Because they talking about, you know, like TV and things of that nature in the news. So they like, well, how you feel about the news? I'm like, man, the news is just Independence Day. Everybody quiet, like, dumbass nigga, fuck is he talking about?
Okay,
So-
elaborate, because friend.
See, yeah, I like that. I like that. That's
Why
my
do you
shit.
have to do that?
Cause
Just say it.
you gotta make people think by themselves
But
first.
some of them ain't going to. You gonna lose them as
See,
soon as you
you
say
got
some
to-
shit like that.
Yeah.
Exactly. You shouldn't even. Man,
I fucked them
you
out,
just gotta
yeah.
have it.
All right,
Yeah.
so
You
what's
got
the
it.
point?
You ain't
What's
got
So
it.
the point is, on Independence, they had these big ass ships, these big ass bombs, all this shit. Like when you watch the news, you still just watching TV. So why the fuck they can't just make a tornado? Why the fuck they can't just make a rain? You know what I'm saying?
They
You're
make
still
rain.
watching TV. I'm like, even when they show you that screen, you think the nigga pointing that sun sun and clouds. It's fucking
A green screen.
You already watching do some shit that you not even conscious they
Magic.
doing. So it's like I already see it like that. You know what I mean? So they was like, oh, you know what I mean?
Yeah. See, you always doing that shit.
Got to, right. I'm not giving niggas the game because I normally charge for this. I just don't give people shit to think about. Like, y'all niggas done that y'all for, like, I had to go through real slavery for this game.
No, that's for real.
Fuck all that.
That's for real.
I got fucked up. I had to get on my shit. I was bobbing. I should have been weaving.
Yeah.
Some better shit to believe in and start achieving. You know what I mean?
Oh, okay.
Yeah.
Bars.
That was more like some Dolomite shit, but saying it's all bars.
Damn, that's you stealing from Dolomite.
No, it was my shit, but I'm just saying it was energetically. I was channeling from Dolomite.
Oh, okay.
You ain't see the rhythm when I hit.
Oh shit! There you go. I like that.
Yeah, man. It was the
Is
energy.
that your channeling?
Yeah, Dolomite, my
heartbeat.
Yeah, my Eddie Keezy, my David Ruffin, and all them niggas. Yeah, man. I don't like imitate, and that's a good thing as far as music, and just to get to the music part. Like people do imitate and like copy artists, and it's like what I do. I call it's more like channeling and like getting a cadence. Like you gotta be yourself. Like everybody like looked up to somebody that you can be inspired by, but you're not just supposed to swagger jet unless it's like niggas like Michael Jackson or something.
Speaking of channeling, no, that's funny you should say that because I wanted to talk about that on the last show. Speaking of channeling and artists, what y'all gotta understand is you gotta be careful of the certain artists that you listen to, because it is a channel. It's actually like a calling card. A song is like a calling card direct to that artist, right? And when you're listening to that artist, whatever that artist is feeling at the moment, I'm not talking about when they was just in the booth making the song. I'm talking about the moment that you're listening to that artist. They could be snorting the fucking line and doing something crazy and all kind of shit. Right. You're going to feel that. That is the emotion that you're going to connect to at that point in time. So a lot of these motherfuckers that's dark and evil, and y'all listening to their music, and then you wonder why you feeling so dark, and you ready to go tear some shit up. You ready to go shoot some shit up. You know, you ready to go argue with somebody and start some dumb shit.
Yeah, that's.
It's a calling card.
You know why? I like even like the inner nigga would be like want to say no, but then like when I was actually outside on the streets and I'm listening to my D Block and my crack house and shit like that, and I'm like, what niggas wanting this shit? Yes. And all this shit, you listen to this shit. Yeah, what nigga you outside pussy? What nigga?
Yes.
Oh, all right.
Back when I was younger, you know the song, "Move, bitch, get out of the way."
Yeah, that's ludicrous, right?
Yeah, that would come on in the club, and I would have the Henny, which is the wine and the spirit. So now I done made myself an open portal through the Hennessy.
Anything goes.
And I'm listening to this artist that was feeling that emotion, or is probably feeling that emotion right now in some type of degree. You know, now I'm ready to fight. I'm ready to bitch, you looking at me. Bitch, I was looking past you, but you know, like, so
you hating on me.
You know what? You gotta be very careful who you're ingesting into your spirit.
Oh, that's real though.
Start treating your as within, so without.
When you listen to the old school songs, like, do you think about your grandparents and good times and like cleaning up the house and shit and all that, right?
Depending on what song it is. Wow. A lot of the songs tie me into badass relationships. I was like, damn, I was crying my ass off when this song. I listened to this song, was crying my ass off from that nigga such and such.
Shit, I went for New Edition to NWA.
Yes.
Quick.
Right, damn.
Quick.
That's a hell of a switch.
So, Doug, you ever been a young boy caught singing a song that was like from your mom, but you ain't know you wasn't supposed to be singing that song, and you ain't supposed to know that whole fucking song?
Yeah, the New Edition John.
Right.
Because my mom used to play New Edition all the time. My uncle used to play New Edition all the time too, and they both sung.
But New Edition was like unisex though.
But like the
like a female,
old Jones.
Yeah, like a female song.
Like Stephanie Mills, Patti LaBelle, and all that.
Tender Kisses is some shit I used to hear a lot.
Oh yeah.
That's
you
some
know,
niggas again.
Nah, that's
That ain't.
That's her. You know. Chantel. Shot now, whatever.
Oh, all right, we got. Oh, all right, that's on that one.
I
I
used to
thought you
hear
were
that
talking
a lot.
about the group John.
No.
Oh, all right.
Yeah, I mean, that's what music attach you to. Attach you to those emotions and other emotions as well. But yeah, so be mindful. And then when you going through things inside, when you start inserting all this shit inside of you, right? So now that you are eating the wrong shit, you're listening to the wrong shit, you just doing all kind of stuff to your vessel.
Yeah.
And then you wonder why you keep attracting
Negativity. And
negative people, negative things. I keep having fucked. I'm not even going to repeat those words, but
you're
I keep
projecting
having,
negativity on yourself.
You're projecting it. So my thing is clean up your inner, clean up your inside, because if you actually clean your kidneys and your heart and all that shit, and you take care of what's going on inside your body, which is a universe.
And you're eating scared animals.
You eating scared animals. Now you scared to death. You got a mask on in your car looking like a nut.
Going around scrapping for bones, thirst for blood, like animals.
So you wonder why you keep having bad relationships.
They saw that vegan shit. What? So it ain't positive motherfuckers that they eat meat. No, don't do that.
I mean, it makes you feel the emotion of the animal. You dealing with a bunch of frequencies. That animal is a frequency as well. Trees is frequencies. This dust is a frequency.
You are what you eat.
Yeah, that's real shit. So if you eat chicken all the time, you a punk ass. It's like, no. You a chicken.
I gotta cut the fish, but I'm a Pisces.
No, for real, I gotta cut it too.
I'm a Pisces, though. It's hard.
But you know, if you have issues with, bringing the right people in, you're like, I keep attracting these bad people because your kidneys is bad. Your kidneys is not filtrating properly. So now your aura outside of you is not filtrating properly. You're not projecting that energy. You're getting it right back. You get bad relationships, right? Because you got a bum ticker. Your heart is struggling.
Because ultimately you building up a lower vibration. Each thing is a system. Our body is a system within the many systems, and it's like you breaking down every part. Your wheels, your engine, your muffler, your tailpipe, like what I mean. Everything just breaking down, and it's like over time you gonna break down. You feel me? You're not giving your body a chance to filter. You're not getting the oil change. You're not getting a checkup. You're not doing a health check, a self check. You just burning that shit till the wheels fall off, literally. Yeah. And that's what people do with their body.
Yeah. I mean, so the better that you treat yourself, the better life you'll start to see before you. You really create all these things through thoughts. So your thinking will get a little better. You know what I mean? Your mind will be less cloudy because you're taking care of your vessel. You're actually putting like consideration into the things that you're ingesting, whether it be what you're seeing visually, what you're eating, or just the people that you're around. You know what I mean? But you got to take care of yourself a little better. I'm actually on this mission, and we want to do this fast. Well, it's more like a livelihood. Yeah. We want to do the dub challenge. We want to basically do the dub challenge because this is how dub eat on a regular fucking basis. But we're trying to do like a 21-day fruit and
vegetable fast.
I don't even want to fuck with the vegetables right now.
Damn.
Right.
But because we really not supposed to, we're frugivores. Things that you can reach up
none of
and
that
grab.
shit. Yeah, just like they make rice
and fruit anyway.
I love rice and that shit fake.
Exactly. I'm gonna have some fake ass rice today.
Everything is mostly fruits in it. Make cucumbers a fruit. All that shit is fruit.
Yeah. So make your cucumber water and everything. So we're gonna do like a 21-day. Fran and myself, whoever is willing to join us in this process, but we are trying to make a better outcome, for our environment, for our children, our family, and everything. So it starts within, So we're going to start this cleanse. It's a 21-day cleanse, and we're going to do the parasite cleanse as well. But we're going to do the fruit, just the fruit and the H3O2 water. Water that has substance.
I'm with it.
You with it?
Yeah,
Well, it's just you cheating though, Dub.
Yeah,
This is the life, dude.
why you gotta do that to me?
I'm just saying, like.
This is for radio. We talk about smoke screen and mirrors. We live on radio. He like, yeah, he's gonna be out there. Yeah, I'm trying today. Making Instagram. I got the smoothie today.
No, that's real
Shit for
shit.
numbers.
But I mean,
That's how
That is very
McDonald's
dope.
got people to eat McDonald's by having Shaq on the poster.
Or that red, yellow dummy.
yeah, that red, yellow.
No,
It's that red, yellow that make
you
them
know what's
hungry and make
crazy?
them
The basketball joint, All-Star American game, like yo, that shit not even health conscious. Like if you ever been an athlete, like that shit is not even don't even make sense to the whole thing. Like fuck, you
What
gonna get
they
a
do?
heart attack. No, the basketball game in high school is All-Stars. The McDonald's game is an
Yeah.
annual
Oh,
game
wow.
all the time.
Yeah, the
And like you
All-American
you keep eating them fucking burgers, you get a fucking heart attack. High
Oh, so they
cholesterol,
want you
China
to, they
wall.
giving you like food, the free food and shit.
I ain't
McDonald's?
saying all
They
that, but yeah, they
sponsor
sponsor
it.
it.
They
Yeah,
sponsor it,
you
yeah.
might get some people some coupons. They might give out some free fries, some shit, some number ones and shit. But not at the game. I'm just saying, like, that's just interesting that,
Yeah.
like, something that's like athletic or healthy, not sponsoring some shit like that. It's
Well,
just-
I mean that would make all the sense in the world because
I know the
Susan
kids.
B. Anthony,
Yeah.
I mean Susan B. Coleman, the breast cancer person, pushes dairy, and dairy is one of the leading causes of cancer, one of the most carcinogenic foods that's out here. But she's a spot that company, these alleged people, is founders of these breast cancer company, and they're pushing it. So yeah, that's what they do. I mean, it ain't never gonna be a thing where you see the system, the big ass system. Well, I'm not gonna say never, but right now, the system that's leading the world is not gonna push us to health. It's not gonna push us to longevity because they don't make money off of that. So and they don't eat from us our currency. They don't get our currency from being like that, being healthy. But anything else y'all want to talk about, because we only got 8 minutes left, 7 minutes left.
I'd say definitely work on your energy. Try to be your highest vibrational self. However, is don't be caught up in a lot of issues and stuff down, belong to you. Like, why would you just say, let me get this problem, let me get this problem? You're not, if one of your family members or somebody try to call you with a problem, most likely you won't try to help them and solve them. So why you trying to, be a philanthropist and solve a whole bunch of worldly bullshit?
Yeah.
So that's just how I feel about that. That's why I really, never notice me pay a lot of that shit no mind, because it's the same story, it's the same narrative. It just, it's what they say, the game don't change.
Just the
Only
players.
the players, you know what I mean? So it's like for girl, I ain't trying to fuck with no more. Like, I'm just not gonna give her no energy. I'm not gonna entertain her. You
Right.
feel me? And that's how I feel about, as long as I don't entertain it, my brain ain't receptive to that bullshit frequency.
Yeah, I mean, yeah.
Yeah, I would say, I would want to say to people, study like who you are, like study what's in your DNA compared to what's in other people's DNAs. I heard this saying, billionaires study astrology. I heard it a long time ago, and if you study astrology, you'll figure out everything, like, cause it'll take you down that deep rabbit hole, even if you don't want to go in there.
Yeah,
It'll take you in there. So find out who you are, and then you separate yourself from everything.
right.
Yeah.
Numbers was never used for counting. Numbers was used for literally the 1 through 9 was planets. Each number 1 is one planet. 2, like all this stuff represented something very huge. Not just teaching your kids how to count because it's on Sesame Street or what, like shit like that.
I get it. So if you go 3, 4, 5, 6,
Yeah, you was
nigga.
summoning the energies from those
you see how I
planets.
put that together?
Yeah.
No, it went like this. I'm gonna show you how to astro project. It's like 6, 7, 8, 9, 10, 11, 12, Mercury, nigga.
That's how they
Oh
be, though.
shit! Oh, the Mercury out this bitch.
Right.
Yo, these bitches different out here.
Teleported just now.
Yeah, like, yo, oh, hold on, I gotta
These
get back.
bitches is different out
Hey,
here.
hold on, I gotta get back. This shit, wow. Back to the earth, get to the waters.
You right in them
I'm
too.
drippy.
You in
Gotta
them
get back
too.
to the earth. I gotta get back to the waters.
Yeah, get back to Kai.
Yeah,
The Kai.
yeah, the keys.
Paulie and the gang is up next.
Paulie and the gang.
Yeah, but it's just like, it's really easy if you know the main shit like astrology, numerology, just paying attention to your body. When you eat certain foods, how do you feel? Are you even stopping to think, how did that food just make me feel? Because 9 times out of 10 you sleepy as fuck, and food is not supposed to make you sleepy at all. Food is supposed to be energy for your vessel. So whenever you eat and you're ready to go to sleep, you done ate the wrong shit. Now your body is fighting all the toxins, trying to clear out all the toxins so it can just get through the next day of work. You know what I mean? On your week day.
Your week. Damn,
literally
your week
just
is...
making your week, So
don't acknowledge that stuff, huh?
Yeah, but I mean that's a good thing, because we don't like to leave on a bad note, on a sour note. But that's the main thing, y'all. This is not a scary world as long as you know how to maneuver through it. Listen, my sister, I don't know what the hell she was doing all day, but she just dropped us like a hot potato. Do you see this shit, friend?
Well, she's grooving. It's been her birthday. I know the month passed, but it's still her birthday. I know girls do that for about 45 days and a half. You know what I mean? So it's her birthday behavior. She DJs heavy now. She's DJ's party.
Yeah, that's the DJ party.
Yeah, she be sometimes. I'll be tapping it sometimes. So I'm like, oh shit,
yes.
She snapped. Oh yeah, get it, girl.
Yes.
So she was working.
Get it, girl.
Yeah.
Yeah, that's what's up. But I'm just here, y'all, to tell y'all it's really not this is not a scary place if you stop eating the chicken. Like, the chicken is making you feel like a chicken. It's making you chicken out on life. You know what I mean? But that's just like a little that's not that deep, but it really is the food that you're ingesting and stuff like that. So y'all just pay attention to it, and it'll be all right. Make sure y'all download that new single. All right, it's on all platforms, man, and it's that love frequency.
Holla at me on the streets, I got them skinny Big Papa flash drives on deck. You know what I mean? I'm a hustler, baby.
That's just period.
That's what you should know.
What about you, Dub? You got any new projects out or singles? Or
I got projects coming out.
All right.
I'm working on. So I got I'm about to smash the crap out of this year. So.
Yeah, that's how you do it. And I'm back in my performance bag, so y'all will be seeing me on the stage.
BeeChougie.
Yeah, thank y'all so much for tuning in.
Thank you, man.
We will be back sending love, light, healing to all of you that is here, that hear my voice. We love y'all. We thank y'all. We will see y'all next week.
Hey.
Yeah.